Minasan, konnichiwa. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I, First of all, before I get too far into this, oh my gosh, is my okay? I thought my model was broken there for a second. Don't scare me like that. Oh yes, but first of all, before we get into anything, I want to say thank you so much to everybody for understanding why I couldn't stream yesterday. For those of you who are on the Discord, I had a really rough day, like to the point where I actually broke down crying from stress. So I didn't want to bring that energy into the stream or even try to like force fake energy. So I appreciate that you all were okay with me just postponing the stream. Aw, thank you, thank you. So yeah, so we're back at it. We're doing our art stream. Aw, all the hugs. Thank you guys. Thankfully, today was a lot better than yesterday was. I had me panicked at first. Aw, thank you, Double. Had me panicked at first because I've I've been working on the blood bench and it gets very stressful on that bench sometimes. And today I was supposed to be on the urines bench, which is like, oh, thank goodness, it's not nearly as difficult as the bloods. Except the blood culture person called off, and so I got put back on the blood culture bench again, and I'm just like, not after the day I had yesterday. But thankfully, it ended up being a lot better than it was. So, thank goodness. Anyway, welcome to the stream. All that aside, um, I did adjust the music level, so let me know if it's too quiet, too loud. I will adjust it accordingly. I don't remember what music we had last time, but I have added some more. I have added Undertale, Hat in Time, and Animal Crossing music, so I hope you're excited for that. Anyway, we have two art. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. I swear that iTunes music is so loud, and now I'm being forced to do this. Oh, yes. I don't know if I should say spoil it now what it is or not, or you guys can figure it out as I'm drawing it. But yes, first of all, we were going to be doing Sammy's request, which, yeah, if the title wasn't a dead giveaway, I think y'all know what's about to come. Uh, so the music got really quiet. Let me turn the music up a little bit. Ugh. It's always so difficult because for some reason iTunes is like super super loud in my headphones, and I don't know why. But yeah. Anyway, back to this. Oh my gosh, this is also a new setup for me. So, yeah. Let me know if anything's Mind of the Redeem I did just sounded normal. That's good. Like I said, I think it's mostly on my end rather than your guys' end. It's just I gotta fiddle with the sound settings because yeah, it ain't working. But yes, I hope you guys have had a great day. I will be perfectly honest, I did do like a rough sketch of this on a piece of paper because I was like, I had to figure out how I'm even gonna do this. I apologize in advance, Sammy, if this ends up looking a little more anime-esque. That's just my art style. But yes, I actually have a new tablet now. Oh, I'm so excited. Also, my phone is definitely not in the right spot. Oh, yes, I got a very fancy new, uh, tablet. What are words? I can't words today, guys. It's gonna be a rough one. But yes, I have the Wacom Cintiq is what I have. Which is very nice, because now I can actually see what I'm drawing. Before I did not have a screen where my pen was touching. And let me tell you, I did not realize how inconvenient it was until I got this in my iPad. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I ever do this before? Alright, I was actually hoping to be in your style art. I'm glad. I need to find a better spot for my phone. Hang on, guys. Like I said, this setup is completely new because this tablet takes up so much space on the, um, there we go. I think that should be good. This takes up so much space on my desk. It's ridiculous. So I'm like trying to figure out what the best orientation is for everything. Because, yeah, I had intended to do this as like a bonus stream, but you know, things just sort of happened. So, I'm eating cantaloupe. Nice, nice. I don't know if I read that already. My brain is just fried, so I apologize if I already read that. Alright. Also, I don't know if how many of you guys know She-Hulk, or maybe Sammy can finish or answer this for me, but when I was doing my sketch online, um, it looked like her part was on the other side of her head. So I don't know if that's actually it. The one I have here is the one that you sent me, Sammy. So. I've heard of her, but don't know much. Yeah. Say Sammy is our resident expert on all things superhero, so I've never been able to keep up with the either Marvel or DC. Just never really been my thing. So I'm trying to recreate this as best as I can from what I drew. I didn't really like what I drew. I just drew it on a piece of paper. So. Alright, zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's not. Oh, I'm really hoping that this looks good. So I need to change this. I'm a passive fan of superhero movies. That being said, I did enjoy Blue Beetle movie. Nice, nice. I've actually never heard of the Blue Beetle. Was it something that just recently came out, or? Again, I don't really keep up with that stuff. It's so bad, but again, just never really been my thing. So get rid of some of these sketch lines so I can actually see the most important part of this picture. Hoping. Her hair changes often, so there's no standard style she's keeping. Okay. As long as it's somewhat wavy. Yay. There's some of that new music with Animal Crossing. Yay. It's a year or more old now. Oh dang, I'm really out of the loop then. Oh goodness, that shows you how much I know. I am gonna do this next part in a different color so that it's easier to see my suffering. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I think you guys are figuring out what this is now. Oh, rip my fabric scissors. Little chunks of it flying away. Oh. Man, I keep wanting to think of things to chat about, but my brain is literally just mush right now. Like I said, work has just been hectic. I think She-Hulk because it suits her character. Yeah, I know nothing about She-Hulk, to be perfectly honest, so... I'm just like, I hope this looks okay. So I might move the mouth down a little bit. Let's move it. I'm on the wrong layer. Might help do that. There we go. Alright. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Also, if I sound really weird, I apologize. I have a blister, like, on the side of my tongue. That is, like... It's hard to talk when it's, like, pain. I think it's just because I've been grinding my teeth a lot lately. Again, the whole stress thing. Yet I must have just, like, bit down on it or something. And now it's sore. Alright. Theodore, she's Hulk's cousin, lawyer who was on the brink of death. Hulk in human form saved her by donating his own blood, so she gained his powers, but without the anger. Oh, okay. I actually did not know that. Mario Man, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are having a good day. We are drawing the death of my favorite sisters. Because of course we are. All joking aside, that was actually Sammy's redeem if you haven't... if you didn't realize that yet. Yeah, literally the only thing I knew about She-Hulk was that she was a lawyer. That was really all I knew. So she's him but better. She's him without the anger issues. Right. See, honestly, I barely even know much about the Hulk, too, so it's like, I'm so out of the loop with these superhero things. I think it's the neck is why it looks weird to me. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, that Molduga fight. I love that. Alright. Alright. Lipstick in there. Alright. Plus being She-Hulk improved her confidence and opened up more open opponents, like actually getting options. Getting dates and promotions with her job. Okay. That's cool. Alrighty. I need to fix the cheek over here. Alright. And then get that strong girl energy in here with these muscles. Yeah. I very rarely, if ever, draw muscular characters, so I really hope that this doesn't look weird. Autocorrect. It's so good. I think we've all been there, at least once in our lives. Alrighty. And... me really hoping and praying this looks anatomically accurate. Alright. Okie dokie. I love this song from Breath of the Wild, it's so good. I would fight Moldugas all day if I could just jam out to this song. I'm the same mystery, not much of a muscular character drawer. Oh, good. She's more control over it compared to her stomach. I just say stomach. Oh my god. My brain. I can't. It's. I can't. More Animal Crossing. Alright, I think that should do it for this part. Alright. Switch to that. We are going to get... Let's do a darker green for the lines. Why not? Take down that... Wow, we need to take that down a lot. Auto-D is indeed stupid because it autocorrect embarrassed to embrace twice in the same conversation. I've actually had it before where, what was I? Oh yeah, I think it was, I was writing a story and I tried to write that the character darted from one space to another, and then it got autocorrected to the character farted from one space to the other. Like, why was that what it autocorrected to? Like, of all the words you could have chosen, why did it have to be farted? Oh god. Right. Yeah, might tweak up facial features as it becomes more defined. Again, for those of you who missed me saying it earlier, I'm doing this with a whole new tablet, so I might end up adjusting things here and there as I go along. I have a very, very embarrassing story with autocorrect. Oh my gosh. I won't force you to share it if you don't want to, but if you want to, go for it. Alright. Yeah, I think we all know about the ducking thing. What if you try to put that word, the naughty words, into your phone? Alrighty. Yeah, this feels so much easier for me to do. With this new tablet, which I love. Please. Yeah, there's that problem with the Twitch chat delay. Yay. Oh, Wind Waker. This brings me back so much. I feel like I played this game more than any other Zelda game growing up. Weiss, hello, hello, welcome to the stream. When I cosplayed Air from How to Train Your Dragon, used to a few friends about it in a Oh no! Of all the things that it could have changed it to. Oh my gosh. Rip Sammy. Oh. Try to zoom out just a little. Actually, I might do this because it'll make it easier for me to see. Again, I feel like the facial features need to be moved slightly upwards, so I'm gonna do that. Actually, let's do this. Man, my playlist really likes Gerudo Valley. I'd like you to know this is on shuffle, so... There There we go, I think. Alright. Let's deselect. Try to just... There we go. Portions look a little bit better now. I wanted to smash my phone at neighborly peace. And... said it was gonna be... Oh my god, that actually reminds me of a hilarious story at work today. So, so a little bit of context. We have somebody who's studying for their medtech boards, and this person is not a native English speaker. So, what we were trying to do to help them with the studying, because you know, a lot of medical terms happen to be in Latin, which already makes it confusing enough for somebody who is not a native English speaker, trying to go from English then to Latin then back to English, and getting a laugh. Oh man. So yeah, so we were kind of talking about how like certain terms are like kind of how you can get hints of what's going on. So we were talking about pedis being foot and stuff, and like what was the other ones? Chromo being like color, those kinds of things. So it's like when you see those names come up, that's kind of a little hint as to what exactly they're talking about or where to begin your thought process. And then he pulled us to another paragraph in his thing that he was studying from, and he's like, so what exactly does this mean? And me and the other girl that are helping him out with these terms look at the paper, and it's talking about the skin, and it goes, yeah, so this bacteria is normally found at, or this fungus is found in the horny layer of the skin. I'm like, the what? She and I were just looking at each other like, what does that mean? I've never heard of the horny layer of the skin. Oh my god, I'm like, what? Actually, I had to call one of the other techs over. I'm like, do you know what this means? I have no clue what this means. Turns out it's supposed to be the layer between the epidermis and the dermis. We're just like, okay. That is not the term I would have come up with for it. Apparently it was named that because it's like the dry part of your skin. And so it was meant to be rough, like the shell of a horn. And it's like, that is not what I thought of when I heard that. Oh my gosh. It was terrible. But yeah, me and the other girl, actually all three of us, even the older tech that I called over, were just kind of like, what in the world? It's the best. Best way to end the shift today. Oh, yeah. So, we had to definitely tell him, like, yeah, that's not normally how that layer is referred to as, but if that's what the textbook says, I guess just roll with it. Right. Also, man, I am hot. We're kind of in that weird phase of the summer where it's like the mornings and the evenings are cool, but then the midday is like really hot. Or at least for me, it's hot. Some people are like, oh man, it's like high 70s, low 80s. Like, oh, that's so good. It's like, listen, I only do the 60s and 50s. Again, I'm really hoping that the muscles don't look weird. Because I don't regularly draw muscular people. I don't usually draw them beefy boys and girls. How do people handle hot weather? I know, right? The simple word, Air conditioning. No. Simple answer. That's how we deal with it. We don't. We just suffer. Okie But yeah, I have been loving this morning weather when I wake up and it's like 62 degrees out, and I'm like, oh, yes, please. More of this. I don't know if you guys have like an ideal temperature range that you enjoy. That's mine, though. Oh my gosh, I hope these look like muscles. Get a little bit of clavicle in there so it's a little easier to tell. So I might tweak this a little bit so that it looks more like... All right. Alrighty. Alright, now time for the most tragic piece of this. Should I gonna... You know what I'm gonna do? Take this off for a second, just to make it easier for me to see what I'm doing. Do-do-do-do. Alright. My poor little fabric scissors. May they rest in peace. Hopefully I can get this to look right. And then the most important feature, which I don't even know if this is going to be legible because of how small it is. Oh god, I don't think it will be. Let me undo that. It specifically has to have my name on it, so, yeah, enjoy that. Ugh. It's supposed to say property of mystery, but I don't know if I can fit that on here. Try. This is hard. This is a funeral service happening live. Oh man. Alright. Let me see if I can fit this in. Tea of mystery. There we go. I got it in there. This very crucial detail that I was told must be included. Oh. uh. There's that. Actually, let me. You had this coming. What did I do to deserve this? Oh, what did my fabric scissors do to deserve this? Oh man. Oh, is this Hollow Knight? I was trying to figure out what song this was. Yeah, this is the Dreamscape song. So quiet, I almost didn't hear it. Actually, no, wrong. Has to be this side.
Do you know the way?
Anatomically correct. I know the way. Oh, my poor fabric scissors do not know the way though. Oh, that was for Sammy. Oh gosh. Alrighty. Let's put this layer back on. See it again. Okay. So let's put the sketch layers off for now. We're going to get like silvery tone. There we go. And I'm doing it like this for people who are curious because if I have to move pieces, it'll just be easier to do it this way. Alright. No French guy in the cosplay community here, he pronounces, oh yeah. Oh, accents. Forcing Mystery to draw the destruction of her own property along with every time you destroyed said property. Earned you that. Oh, that's great. Also, how have we not come across a single Undertale song yet? I am, like, blown away by this. I have a lot of Undertale songs on here. What happened? I had to step away. This happened. This is what happened. Oh my gosh. My fabric scissors are having a little eulogy right here. Also, I need to get that a little bit bigger. Alrighty. And then, because it's me, we gotta have that cute pink. She's gotta be more like my pastel pink. Because nothing says a mystery pair of scissors like pink. I'm just helping her step out of her comfort zone. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Finally answered me. It's great. I still haven't done an proper Undertale playthrough. Actually, I haven't done any playthrough. I did a Deltarune playthrough. I guess that's what I was thinking of. Alrighty. So I just noticed. Okay. Take those out for a second while I do double check the lines, make sure that we've got. I wonder who redeemed that art. Yeah, take a wild guess, Sammy. Take a wild guess. Why you'll bet you'll never guess. Oh. Alrighty. Okay, I think everything is closed. Meant to do it like this. Transfer down. Alrighty. My bucket. I think hang on. I think I've asked you guys if you, or not asked, but quizzed you guys on what my favorite Undertale song was. I don't know if anyone remembers. Let's do it more like that. There we go. Why is my David Edge sound anything that goes wrong? Lies and slander, because you're always the one causing all of it. You're the catalyst for all the chaos. Oops. Green with envy. But yes, it's not Undyne's dating theme, but it is. You're close, let's just put it that way. Alright. Get where? Oh, there's where. There we go. Enough my glamour. Getting colder. Alright, then for other layers. Oops, that's not color. Boom, boom. Alrighty. And then, hope this doesn't goof things up. You have no proof of that. Sure, I don't. It's totally no proof on all the streams that have been archived thus far. Should I do her eyebrows? Or her eyebrows? Her eyelashes green? Maybe. We think it kind of fit. Yay! Oh, I just noticed a little bit of green spot that got missed. Alright. Totally no evidence whatsoever. Her eyes green? It looks like her eyes are green. I'll do that in a second though. So I am Oh yeah, but I guess I will answer the question. My favorite song from Undertale is Battle Against a True Hero. I love that song. It is so catchy. There we go. Speak to my attorney. Oh, goodness. Where's my paint bucket? There's my paint bucket. For other layers. And I'm gonna presume that her gums are normal color. Sammy, you can correct me if this is not right. To do better about the whole teeth thing. I might tweak her mouth actually. Oops, that's still too thick. It's an unwinnable case. Yeah. It's too much evidence stacked against you to win. this, maybe? Alrighty. And get rid of everything else. Let's see how that looks with this. Okay. Here comes our normal color. Okay, good. One of those details that you don't really think to look for. There we go. And then let's get her that gorgeous lipstick. Alright. I always feel weird when I draw lipstick on characters. I don't know if it's just because I never do it, but it always like feels out of place for me personally. I'm sure it looks fine, it's just, again, because I rarely if ever draw lipstick on characters, or even just like showing off lips in general, so. She's examining the evidence. Oh. So you use your iPad for now? I'm actually using my Wacom Cintiq right now. I use my tablet when I'm not at home, the iPad. But yes, I am enjoying both of them. They are beautiful, and I don't know how I ever managed without them before. Alrighty. Let's go back to the paint bucket. Get us a nice purple. Also, I need a drink of water. Oh, too big of a gulp. Ugh, that hurt. Drink your water, but don't choke on your water. That's all I gotta say. No. Just testing to see if they're a real thing and not tampered. Sure, you keep telling yourself that. Alrighty. Also, ew, gross. I just spit on the tablet. Ugh. Man, I might have to turn my fan on. It's warm. Alright. It's just her eyes then. It's kind of hard to tell what color. I'm just gonna assume that they're this shade of green, and we're just gonna go from there. Alright, let's tweak this up. Let's just say what fabric scissors. Following a chunk of metal. Oh, rip my scissors. Ugh. They shall never escape. Okay, we're gonna do a multiply. Let's take the opacity down. We're going to go to G-Pen. Alrighty. It still says the name on it. That could be the brand. Oh, again, you keep telling yourself that. It's Mifa! Da, 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 da. So I guess my watch. I guess she all needed her iron. Hello, Samu. Yes. Yes, I suppose she did. Hope you're having a good day. Uh, I am having a much better day than I was yesterday, and it's even better because I have the next 2 days off. This is basically my equivalent of a weekend. So I had to work last weekend, and now I gotta work this weekend too. Yeah. The stress of yesterday probably wasn't helped by the fact that that was day 5 out of 6, too. Ugh. Yeah, it was a rough one. Alrighty. I'm having a good day. I'm sure you are, Sammy. I'm sure you're having a very good day. Alright. Oh, I forgot I actually did this song in here. It's a Taylor Davis's cover of uh the Lon Ranch theme. Oh, I just noticed the hug. Thank you, Devil. Gonna need it for all this trauma. Tell you, Mercs is just chompingly good day. What'd you miss? You missed my suffering. That's basically all you missed. uh, uh. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Uh, do-do-do-do. The good kind of suffering, thanks. She's a jury, so she would be against breaking the law, which would include the destruction of someone else's property. This is a valid point. Uh, uh, right. Again, I'm really hoping I'm getting these shadows right on the oozles. Uh, oh, Sabu, you might have missed it, me saying it earlier, but we have Animal Crossing music. So yay for that. Alrighty. Also, man, I keep bumping the table. Sorry if the mic is catching that. Whatever happened to that praying mantis? I'm not sure. It was there until I went to bed last night. I did try to move it down to a safer spot, but it wasn't having any of that. So yeah, when I woke up the next morning, it was gone. So I'm gonna pretend like it's back with its family. Also, I was told that was a female mantis when I showed it to my coworkers. So. She-Hulk represents me and speaks on my behalf. Oh dear. Do 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 do. Really, she's enjoying examining the evidence. Yeah, very much. Much to my chagrin. Okay. Let's get some highlights in there. Hoping this will work nicely. Let's see. Maybe it'd be better like, oh. Yeah, I think that's better. It's not so in your face. I never like doing highlights. Also, what is this song? I need to look and see. Oh, this is the fossil room in Animal Crossing. I'm like, what in the world is this music? Alright. And don't worry, I will get rid of all the, like, excess, like, shading and stuff that's coming off. It's just easier to do it at the end. And I don't think the clothes should need it, per se. Also, don't question this. I need to do this, because I did not save this color. Okay, back to multiply you go. Because I just realized I didn't do this. Ooh, the Vabrodanya theme. Okay. Am I missing any shading aside from the scissors? Am I missing any shading? Don't believe so. I'm gonna do the eyes. Let me just do the eyes now. Multiply. Oh, what happened to my... Oh, I accidentally hit the 0%. I was like, what happened to all my... What happened to my layer? Okay. The airbrush out. Oh, that's a big airbrush. Not that big. should get that excess out. We're gonna do a little luminosity layer. Where's my luminosity? I don't have a luminosity. I guess we're just gonna do... We're just going to do a lighter layer, I guess. Soft light. Like that. Slightly do normal. Again, a little more anime-esque, but that's just my art style. You're gonna have to be okay with that. You still do any sewing crafting now that you've slowed down with cosplay? I am, but it's been going very, very slow. I currently have 2 in the works, but they have, like, next to no progress done. Oops. Yeah. So... It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I really gotta be, like, in the mood to do it, and I just haven't been in the mood lately. So I always find it very hard for me to work on that kind of stuff. Oh, no! I walked into that one. Oh. Okay, where's the... Okay. We're gonna do... multiply. Who names their layers? What nerds? Oh. I was like, what happened to my colors? That. Alrighty. Giving it a little look over. Trying to think of what I missed. Alright, so there's that. Those are the lines. There's the fabric scissors. Alrighty. Do that. Let's do a screen. Soft, so you can tell it's metal. It's me crying. So sad. Rip. Trying to decide what else I need. Let's get some of the gradient highlights in here. It's not there. At least a little later. Not quite so in your face. There and like there. And then we're going to do one more with the multiply. Bring it down to this Just the chaos that's unfolding. Now, before we continue, let us... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Anti-alias. No, that's not it. There we go. And apply to connected pixels only. There we go. So we're going to just cut. Alright. Should have moved her over a little bit. I don't know if there's an easy way for me to move the whole thing. Might be a little too late for that. Hope you don't mind that her hair's cut off a little bit. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes. Shading on the fabric scissors. Anyway, where? So here we go. Multiply. Oh, yes. I think I've said it multiple times, but this is my favorite song from the Breath of the Wild soundtrack. It'll help me forget about the pain. So the jury's supposed to be a neutral party with no relation. I feel like I need to just put the song on Judge, Jury, and Executioner. Because it seems fitting. Actually, I think this might be done. Sammy, are you seeing anything that you feel needs fixing in this? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Let me tweak a little bit of the hairline. For Phoenix Wright music. I've actually never... Confession time, I've never played Phoenix Wright. I've heard it's very good, but... I've just... never done it. You're happy with this? Alright. So, I'll give you guys a second to admire that, but also... I need to turn the fan on because goodness, I am so warm over here. Hydration. I'm gonna step away. BRB. Oof. Oh yeah, I'm back. That's a work of art. Thanks. But yes, we will save that. That does not go in my Hollow Knight folder. We're not putting that with my Hollow Knight stuff. Best piece I've ever done. Oh man. Alright, now it's time for the next request that we have from Osamu. Let's get a new canvas on here. Cool to save my settings from the last time. So, yay! Not destruction of my fabric scissors, hurrah! Alrighty, where did I put my pen? There's my pen. Oh, my signature? Yeah, I keep forgetting to put my signature. I should do that. I can always do it. Actually, I guess I still have the file open, don't I? I keep telling myself I'm gonna put signatures in this. I don't even really have a definitive signature yet. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Put it up here, I guess. Oops, that's too thick. We have to see her one more time. There. Oops, that's not. This brush has a lot of stability on it, so I like to try and correct my cursive. Here you go. Oh god, that looks terrible. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'll put that in later. Whoa, excuse me. Anyway, it's time to get to my new drawing. Let me find a good color to start my sketching. Yeah. Alright. Size it down a little bit. Yes, apply the transformation. Alright. I say I love this design of Samu. It's awesome. Like the little techie horns. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Right. Nothing will ever top She-Hulk. Oh, man. Right. So I need to put this down. Alright. Actually, you know, I kind of want to. I don't know if I should do this forward facing or 3/4. I'm gonna hide that layer. Try again. Alright. I did not have this one planned out. Ugh. So it might take me a second to figure out the pose. Mr. That is nothing will ever stop She-Hulk. I mean, I guess both are true. And, okay, those are like pointed elf ears. Oh, we love our Zelda minigames. forgot to save the more full body picture of a character. Also, I need to expand the change canvas size. We're going to oops, that's the width. I want the height to be. And just crop it down as needed. Both true official statements by Anonymous Mystery. Oh, regrettably so. But this here is like the little ball of electricity. Daruk. Boom, 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 boom. Let's flip horizontal. I know this is like a little weird and I need to fix. Pro tip, if anybody's like looking at their picture and they're like, something is off, but I can't quite figure out what it is. If you try flipping the canvas, usually you can see. Yeah. Oops, that's not. We're going to skew it. Here we go. There we go. Oh god, hang on. Freaking get out of here. They never end, do they? So I'm hoping the facial hair ends up coming out good looking. I'm guessing that's kind of like a goatee. I don't know if Osamu is still in the chat. Alright. I needed GPUs. Sure you did. More Undertale music. I'm wondering if it reset and did not put the Hat in Time music on. It must not have put the Hat in Time music on, because I feel like we should have gotten some by now. I'll have to look into that after stream is over. My avatars is random as a Typhlosion. Nice. I forgot the evolutions were free. I thought just the base ones were, but it's whatever. Alright, I might end up having to hunt down the full body picture. Oh. That is very true. Alright. Okay, so it's this earring or this ear that has the earring. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hunt down that picture that Osamu sent me because I did not save it to my phone. Yeah, in a second. Slight detour. Okay. I got it up on Discord if I need it. So, unfortunately, you guys won't really be able to see it, but just trust me when I say it looks cool. So let's get you more centered so we don't have a repeat of a non-centered character. Alright. So actually the jacket hangs open, from what I can tell on the reference. You're trying to duel. Unfortunately, they gotta respond back to you, so. Okay, we're going to actually have this hang open like this. So we can chain here. Do. Okay, so that there. Oh yeah, Icona Castle, let's go! Alright. Let us. Let's go, Faker! Oh gosh. Oh man. I cannot wait until I get the ability to do streams from computer, like computer games, because I so want to do a Zelda randomizer. Alright. I think they get it, Sammy. And whoosh. I also want you guys to know that this playlist of game music is over 10 hours long. Just so you guys are aware. The music will never end. Oops. Alright. Zoom in on the reference a little bit. Okay. Okay, I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. That's actually a cool detail. I didn't even notice that initially. Okay. So I'm getting up close and personal with these designs. Trying to avoid those tangent lines, you know? For anybody who doesn't know, it's usually art tip is that you want to avoid tangent lines or near parallel lines. 10-hour stream. No, I don't have the energy for that. Man, I don't know if I could ever do that long of a stream. I would definitely need to, like, take breaks. Because I know some of those streamers do that for charity stuff. And if I did, again, it would, first of all, it would be just for charity. I don't think I could ever do anything super crazy for no special reason. But also, I would definitely have to take breaks because, man, that would be exhausting. You definitely have to have the next day off of work. Get some Nosk music going on in here. I'll admit this is not this is one of my, I guess, lesser favorite songs. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but that's the terminology I'm using. Let's go. That. There we go. Ah! I don't know why it does this. Every once in a while my tablet just stops using the grab function. I don't know why. It's annoying though. Some upbeat music. Undertale's got some bopping beats. Yeah. I was like, that is Undertale. It's been a hot minute since I listened to the soundtrack. Yeah, knowing my luck, it would have been like, nope, this is actually some really obscure song from Animal Crossing or something like that. Just be like, well, I tried. Be like, well, I guess I'll die. Dang, that was a mood shift. Do you guys ever have that with your music playlists where it's like just one really upbeat song and then it just goes really, really slow? Yeah, you made it back in time. You did! Yes, yes. Let me know if there's anything that I'm not getting correct on this character and I will fix it. Yay. Alrighty. Forgot how, like, I don't know if Awkward is the best song. This is Jolly Red's theme. He's the guy that tries to sell you fake artwork in Animal Crossing, for those who are unaware. I still have yet to fill out most of my art exhibit in the museum. Let me pull up the full body. Looks good so far. Thanks. I have the full body version pulled up on Discord because I forgot to save it to my computer before we started stream, so if you see it just kind of like pause and step away from it, that's what I'm doing, is I'm just looking at the full body reference. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Also, fun fact, if anybody doesn't know, this is a little bit of spoiler for Undertale, I guess. So this is the theme for Muffet. You can actually bypass this entire boss fight if you want, but you have to have been, like, very proactive early on in the game in order to do so. So when you're in the ruins and you get to that spider bake sale, all you have to do is buy the spider, like, either the spider donut or whatever the other, I think it was like spider croissant or something like that. You just have to buy that, and then as soon as you get into the fight with Muffet, you just eat the item that you got from the bake sale, and the fight ends immediately. Also fitting that a spider dance is being used for a cyber demon. It's beautiful. Do-do-do-do-do. Oopsie. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This is making me think of our Age of Calamity playthrough. I do plan to get through some good story stuff tomorrow, because tomorrow we're still having our stream as normal. Again, the rescheduling from stream today was just kind of, yeah, as I said, me getting hella stressed at work and I just couldn't handle streaming afterwards. So, and again, thank you everybody for being so understanding of that. Yeah, I was gonna try to power through it, but once I broke down in the bathroom, it's like, no, I can't. I am literally a sobbing mess right now. And again, it wasn't any, like, coworkers or anything. It was just the workload that I had. It was ridiculous. It's all stupid stuff that it's like, yeah, we ended up determining that it was all just contamination. But it's like, because of the bench that it is, you have to sit there and identify each and every single thing that shows up in that culture. You can't just be like, oh, that's a contaminant until you've for sure confirmed the ID. Actually, I'm gonna try to do this a little higher. My PNG for streaming. Oh. It's also a running gag for me, being tech support for VTubers. I mean, you pretty much are. You gotta get Tech Whiz Osamu on the job. Which is good because I know, like, next to nothing about technology. At least try to make myself look a little competent, but I can only pull off the charade for so long. Oops, that's not the button I meant to hit. What do the teeth look like? Are they? Yeah, they got fangs. Alright. Gotta do what's best for you as much as I feel the need to torment your fabric sisters. Well, thank you for understanding. Also, I love Kotake and Kuume's theme. I would so want to learn the flute just so that I could play this. Not gonna lie. So I'll drink of water. Alright. I know there's some of these. So I gotta pull up the other reference again, see if I can see that neck a little bit better. What that neck do? No, I can't. You can let me know if this is not correct, Osamu, but I can't see what's behind here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. My color back. So aggressive flute playing the same as aggressively playing the violin. Yes, Lucifer. Yes, exactly. Listen, when you had to play gigantic instruments that you can't easily carry around, that's all you want to do. It's like, has anyone watched Turning Red? I just imagine myself as May from the beginning with her flute, and you just see her so intensely, like, playing it. That's just what I'm imagining right now. The good so far, cool, cool. Right, I'm wondering if I can use one of my fabric special pens to do the chain necklace. That'd be very cool. For those of you who don't know, Clip Studio has a bunch of, like, assets and stuff that you can use. So I actually have brushes that will make like special trims and like I even have ones for like trees and foliage. Turning is triggering me for her because of her stereotypical Asian mother. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Oh, I thought it was cute. I really liked it. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but I still enjoyed it regardless. Yeah, I must have forgotten to put the hand time music in there. I could have sworn I did. I must have forgotten. Okie dokie. See if there's any other details I'm missing as far as line art goes. Also, fun fact with this, I have small references to things I like. Ooh, nice. First time movie Crescent when she visited. Nice, nice. That is awesome. I can't remember if I watched it in theaters or not. I know I watched it, I just don't remember where I watched it. Oh, there's where I missed some lines. Alrighty, and I'm gonna do the electric ball with the coloring, so. Alrighty. Let's get that sketch layer gone. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can find the colors. Was it straight? Oh yeah, it was. I forgot about that. But I don't think I watched it when it immediately came out. Because they charged you a fee in order to do that. And I was like, screw that. Because I think Soul was the same way. Which, that was really good. I just, again, didn't get to see it in theaters, unfortunately. But, I mean, it was kind of the time. Okay, we want... Alright. Boom. Oh, yeah. Deku Palace. I don't know if I ever shared this story on stream, but when I first started playing Zelda games, I always pronounced it Deku, not Deku. So, it took a long time to kill that habit. Gosh. Okay. Need to do higher tolerance. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out some of the stuff with this. The bucket tool is a little more complicated. But it's fine. We are learning. Do we want to do... Here, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's zoom in on the horns again. Whoopsie, that's not what I meant to do. Ah! I'm gonna go in with a pen and do that. It's a little too tight for my bucket tool to get in there. Oh, I stopped paying attention to chat. Second, hang on. Let me catch up. It's a reference to Fizz. Oh, I like that. The horns. So same with Mulan. I hated that with Disney Plus. Yeah. that I thought that was the dumbest thing ever. It's like trying to capitalize on the pandemic. It's like, dude, seriously, we're all trapped in our houses. Please give us just this. Okie dokie. That's centered again. Also, I did not forget about the eye. I just haven't gotten to that yet. Oh my god, it's your best friend! Or your best nightmare. Oh my gosh, this is actually in Groove Coaster, and I love it. Total mood shift, am I right? I'm having dinner with it's spaghetti. Ooh, spaghetti! I had buffalo chicken for dinner, so this was good. Also ate a pickle with it, because yes. Oh, I forgot to color in the ears. Where's my bucket? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the hair on a separate layer, because I feel like that'll make the highlight stuff a little easier. Yeah, this song is so chaotic in Groove Coaster. It's so ridiculous. Omega Flower, yes. The song's called Your Best Nightmare. It's like, oh my gosh, of course it would be called that. Okay, so I will tell you guys, I was one of the lucky people who did not have Undertale spoiled for them, so I got the full enjoyment of that moment. It was just like, what? And I remember coming into Daniel's DMs, and I'm just like, what did I just witness? Ah! It's like, what? Just having a crisis. This is so funny. Oh. It was heck on earth. There was one... I don't know if it was just the one time, but I do know I have gotten through that fight without dying. Which was very impressive, I felt. It is definitely a feat. There's certain things that it's... because you can also get through the ending credits without taking any hits. That I have not accomplished. Fighting on controller. Oh, yeah, I did the PC first, and then I did the PlayStation 4 version, because I actually got the collector's edition of the game. Alrighty. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's go back to this layer and do this. Played it on the Switch. Oh, nice. I only fight in the game where the opponent is in color. Oh, the only fight in the game where the opponent is in color. Sorry, I totally misread that. Oh, crap. I have to do that. Just coat in a separate layer. Boom. But yeah, it was definitely like the most what the heck moment in the entire game that I was just like, ah! It was wild. And more Undertale. Also, this was not supposed to be white. Ugh. Oops, that's not. Close gap. Okay. Prefer all layers. I need to cut that out of this layer. There we go. That's supposed to be that same black color. Get our Hotland music. That's not my reference. Hang on. Also, sorry the screen went black. I clicked the wrong button. Okay. It's because I need to do this. Let's see that again. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. So I totally missed those spots up here. Oop, not you. It's gonna sound like a really weird question, Osamu, but what color are the gums? I'm trying to be better about showing that. I mean, I could just put like a little dark spot in there, but if you have a specific color in mind. But yeah, kind of getting back to the Undertale thing. I did contemplate getting the Switch version, but then I was like, that'll be my third copy of this game, and I don't know that I need 3 copies of one game. Oops. Forgot the black color throws everything off. I bought a game 3 times, Shin Megami Tensei 3. Nice. I'm trying to think if there's any games that I have 3 copies of. I know there's multiple games that I have 2 copies of. They're usually indie games because I just want to support the creators. Because I know I have 2 copies of Undertale, Hollow Knight, Bug Fables, Stardew Valley. Trying to think. I feel like there's another one that I'm not remembering offhand, but one for Switch, PS4, and Steam. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We should be good to do this, at least. Oops. We're gonna do that like that. Let's get it a little more like here. There we go. Hyrule Warriors has 3 releases in the same game, and I have all 3 along with 3 copies of Pokemon Black. Oh dang, nice. So I technically have bought 2 different versions of Hyrule, or both Hyrule Warriors and the Breath of the Wild. But that was more because I initially had the I had it for the Wii U, and then I sold my Wii U, so then I technically didn't have the game anymore, either of the games. I think Osamu, you gifted me the original Hyrule Warriors, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but... And then, yeah, I just got the Breath of the Wild for myself, because I'm like, I really want to play this game. That is, like, one of the games that I come back to. Yeah, thank you for doing that. I had a lot of fun with it. So... yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough, too. Crazy. You gifted me 5 games? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. Oh, thank you. I remember 3 of them. I remember Hyrule Warriors, Bug Fables, and Super Mario RPG. I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. I can't remember, honestly, at this moment. It was only 3? Oh, okay. I know Sammy got me, Mario Odyssey. Oh, I love this song. If you have not listened to Rosen's, technically, oh yeah, the whole Shantae thing that we had. Yeah, that was what ended up leading into Bug Fables instead. Because, yeah, you had got me Shantae. I got it, and then the cartridge wasn't even in the box. It was just an empty box, and I didn't look at it until the day that we were supposed to stream it. And it was like, well, guess we're not streaming that. But then you had said, like, oh, I actually wanted to recommend Bug Fables because you had told me that you had joined in on Paper Mario, actually. And since it was a spiritual successor to Paper Mario, it's like, ugh, I'm so glad you did. I love the game to bits. And then Double got me the Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm trying to think. Valley's gotten me a couple games. Spirit of the North. There was Stray. I think that's it for. I think that's it for all the games that we've done that you guys have gifted me. Thank you for that, by the way. It means so much to me. Let's see if I have chains. Thin chain. Alright. Let me see if I can see. Oh, it's not on this picture. It's on the other picture. Hang on. Okay. I don't know if you got a preference for specific chains that you want. But we are going to do... Let me see if I can get the... These pins are a little weird. I gotta make sure that I got the right colors in before I start going at it. Let's do another layer. Yeah, something like that. Oh, this is the ending. This is ending credits to Majora's Mask. Oh, dang. This must be the remake. I was like, I recognize this version of this song. You're gonna... Okay. Dealer's choice. Alright. It's a lot of pressure. I will try to live up to your expectations. Line's a little thick. Thinner than I would have liked. Can I change it? It does not look like I can change the thickness of the lines on the chains. We could just hand draw it. Oh my gosh, that actually reminded me when I was trying to do a picture on Procreate, I actually had one of these chain brushes, but for some reason, it would not rotate the brush. So when I went and rotated the picture, you know, like to try and get a straighter line doing like that, the chains did not rotate with it. And so it just made this whole broken mess, basically. So that was kind of frustrating to deal with. think. Weird. Just put. Okay. Trying to decide. Decide where to best put the eye. It's kind of like in the banks. This is the song is called Mecha Bee Blaster Destroyer, but it's the giant robot bee boss fight from Bug Fables. Oh yeah, it's called Mecha Bee Destroyer Blast Lord. I love some of the songs in this game, the names of them. Oh, that's so great. I did not forget about the mustache, by the way. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm not good with facial hair, so it might take me a second to figure out how I'm gonna do that. So that it still, like, matches with the rest of the stuff. This eye. Does the B-Mech have bazookas? I mean, it has turrets. Does that count? This eye is bugging me. Sorry, I do that. I mean, I'm sure you guys have probably figured this out by now, but it's all part of the thought process. Is just grabbing things and shaking it and screaming. Alright. That would be a no on it having bazookas. I didn't even think of that. That's great. Alright, I think we've got all the base colors down, so let's start doing some shading and highlighting. I'm actually going to start with highlights on this one because I know what I want to do. We're going to add some glow to this. Oops. So get it a little bit brighter. We're going to brush. Take the size down on it. Gives it a nice little glow. Sorry. I'm cooking. Cooking. So... It's better to do it like... Let's try a different one. Oh god, it's like trying to correct too much. Oh my gosh, stop trying to correct. I don't want it corrected. The only redeem I did was spiel the one she drew and I made my Discord PPP, and that's been it ever since. I've noticed that and I love it. Thank you so much. It makes me so happy to see you guys using those. I can't decide if I should just do it. I'm gonna hide that layer and then I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to do it. I've never been good with facial hair, so. That might look a little more organic with the rest of the drawing. Another song with a really great title. The song is literally called General Ultimax Who Has a Tank? What even is this soundtrack? So literal sometimes. And you know me, I love those really on-the-nose jokes. Alright, I think that looks better than the blurry one that I did. Okay. We're gonna go back to this, and we are going to Okay, I did all of the glows there. Let's put the little streaks in the hair. It's a funny name. It gets even better when you realize that his real name is Fuff. General Fuff. And he's like, that's not my name! It's great. That should be good for the hair. Sorry, I keep pausing to look over it. I do this a lot. Also, what happened to my layer of chains? Oh, I must have been on the one layer I accidentally deleted. Oopsie! Oh well, not like it's that hard to fix. I'll just add it back in really quickly. There we go. Fixed. Oh, it snowed in. I love it. Alright, we're gonna do multiply. I think it might be better to stick with the blue. So I usually try to avoid doing darker shades, just because the contrast is better when you use different colors. I wonder if I try like a turquoise color, how that will look. I guess it's good. I can do that. So in town with the library that's got the misspelled sign, yes! It's great. It's the library. We all love going to the library. How many of you were like, didn't even notice the sign was misspelled? And you went in and you're like, wait, it's misspelled? One thing that makes me sad about the Undertale soundtrack is that the songs only repeat once. Usually most soundtracks, they'll have the song repeat twice or more if there's multiple versions of the song. So, for example, the Hat in Time soundtrack, when you go to the Subcon Forest, there's 4 different variations of the main theme, so the song plays 4 different times for each version. I think it's cool. I think that's the thing that the older games do too, they only play it once. Alright. Yeah, I do know I actually gave my brother the my CDs for Breath of the Wild because he wanted to have the soundtrack on his music library. And he was kind of confused that like all the different variations were on there. Because he was like, where's all the Divine Beast music? I'm like, it's in there, it's just all in one song. And then I had to explain that same thing to him, that that's how most soundtracks work. Man, apparently I didn't eat enough buffalo chicken. Hunger started to strike me again. Oh, City of Tears. I'm so upset I forgot to transfer our playthrough of Hollow Knight, the first episode, to YouTube. I really wish there was a way that I could auto-transfer my videos, like my VODs, to YouTube. But no, I have to like manually go in after each stream and do it. And I don't always remember to do it right after stream, because usually I'm like super exhausted. I'm like, I just want to go to bed. Because that's pretty much what I do when I got off stream, is I just go straight to bed. So I might just end up playing that separately on my own, just to get back up to that point, so I can upload it to YouTube, and you guys can have the full game still without having to be like a huge jump in it, because I feel like we did accomplish quite a bit in that episode that we did. Because you guys know how confusing it could be to just pick up randomly in the middle of, you know, your gameplay. Especially for a game as, like, lore-heavy as Hollow Knight, too. That's kind of one of those where you're like, you really don't want to miss those details, otherwise things get confusing, because this game likes to piecemeal things to you. Speaking of that, there's another thing that I remember reading online that somebody had asked, because there's Hollow Knight has multiple different endings, and people usually ask like, oh, which ending is the true canonical ending of the game? And I like that Team Cherry answered it as all of them are canonical, because I'm sure people probably get annoyed because they're like, oh my gosh, they don't want to answer the question. But my interpretation of that is like, the canon, quote-unquote canon ending is whichever ending you want it to be. And I always love it when creators do that, where they encourage creativity in the community. Because it's like, you're free to imagine, fill in the gaps in certain areas of the games. Because I remember watching a video where they were critiquing games, and it does kind of hold true, where it's like, the more you explain, the less, like, the more restricted you become, and basically the less whimsical it is, and the less people have to sit there and imagine, like, question all the mysteries that are going on in the parts of the game that we can't see. I remember that one Hollow Knight stream, I mistakenly put the text I intended for my dad in the chat of that stream. I don't remember that, but it's all good. It happens. Alright, let's do Ant. Get someone here, just behind the hair. I realized I didn't get a good laugh from it. Well, I'm glad you were able to get a good chuckle. Let me tell you guys, the amount of times I've said something on stream and then immediately forget what it was I just asked. You guys answer and I have to like sit there for a minute or two trying to remember what I was even asking. The delay with the stream chat doesn't help either. I'm just like trying to put two and two together, like, what does this have to do with it? I have the worst memory, guys. Words just kind of happen here, and just whatever comes out, comes out. As annoying as Kapora Gabora is, I love this song. Okay, Osamu, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but do these like blue streaks in the hair glow or no? Just AJ, hello, welcome to the stream. We are doing some art redeems. We're actually doing Osamu's. We already did Sammy's, which I still have up if you'd like to see. Right. Now we're in the core. Yeah, we're in the core now. This is the game where part of the game where I most frequently die. Multiply. Alright. Alrighty. Alright, so now let's put the highlights. Actually, I wonder if I do color burn. I kind of like that. Isn't the core the second to the last area of the game? Yeah. Yeah, it's right before you get to Asgore's castle. I don't know if it's called castle or if it's just... Yeah, I think it is called Asgore's castle. It's been a hot minute since I've played Undertale. You'll have to forgive me. Alright, so we are going to not glow, we're gonna do overlay. We're gonna get light color. We're gonna blend that. Blur. This is a trust the process moment. Alright. There's home, which Toria lives in, and then there's new home. That's what it was. I was trying to remember, it's like, I don't think it was called Asgore's Castle, but that's literally all my brain can come up with right now. Oh gosh, dang it. Doing that thing again. Oh, well. Speaking of. Let's do screen. I think I might try screen, see if that... Yeah, I kind of like that better. Let's do that, but we're not going to have as strong of a blur. Intensity of blur. Fixed value. And there. Give it a nice softer edge. Then Goat Bros thing. That it is. Goat Bro. Why is my grab thing no longer working? There we go. I have a button on my tablet pen that's supposed to grab and move when I click it, and sometimes it just doesn't want to work. Trying to think. Where am I? Let's try screen. Whoa. Let's redo those lines. Ezreal is the saddest story in the game. He does, doesn't he? Just, ugh, your heart. Just, ugh. It bleeds. Alright. More like that. There we go. The emphasis, the highlights on a better spot. Probably help if I zoomed it in more, but eh. My heart bleeds for Goat Bro, and yes, indeed. Looks so good. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. I'm trying my best. Okay, we're going to screen. Now we're going to overlay that. And turn that down a bit. That. Alright, now let's get the wand out. Oops. we don't want to sample all layers. We want editing layer only. I'm just gonna boom, 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 boom. There we go. Clean that all up. Actually, go back. There we go. I did not want to do it on the glow layer, just the other layers. There we go. And then lastly, so quick question, Osamu, this little ball up here, is that a ball of light or ball of electricity? A ball of light? Okay. So, because I was gonna add that in here. We're going to lock the transparency on that. I'm going to change this back to automatic. And then we'll go to the glow layer again. We're going to not use that brush, we're going to use this brush. Alrighty. Actually, that. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry. This is totally random, but this song right here, I use this for my morning alarm. This is the song I wake up to every morning. So, Sabrina, hello, welcome to the stream. I just hear this song and I'm immediately like, oh god, it's 6 in the morning. Time to get up to go to work. I really need to change that theme. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Sabrina, for joining the channel. Thank you, thank you. Oh, my boy Rivali. I love him. You guys know I love my sassy blue boys. Okay, that's not the layer I want. Yes. Get some of that metal look in there. I think that should just about do us. Yeah, this is so weird to listen. Wakey, wakey. Exactly. This is my brain is just like, oh my god, it's time to get up. Alright. I think that should do it. Let me know if there's anything you want fixed on this Osamu, but I hope this is good for you. And thank you, both you and Sammy, for being avid supporters, even if Sammy tries to destroy all my fabric scissors. My poor fabric scissors. Okay. There we go. This came out so good. Especially me. Oh, I appreciate you guys being a part of the channel. Thank you so much. Give you guys a second to admire this one as well. Well, I give my fingers a little bit of a stretch, and then we'll just finish up the last half hour of the stream. Probably just by doing some more of my comic. Room temperature pop. Ugh. Should have put that back in the fridge, but, you know, YOLO. Alright. Alright, so let me go There's the one for the Sammy again that I still open. Oops. Anyway, let's. I'm gonna print out She-Hulk and display the fabrics as a crunching glory. Oh, I don't know if I should be glad or terrified. Alrighty, very ironic that a Bug Fables song would be playing as we're about to switch over to drawing some Bug Fables. Well, this is not the page I meant to pull up. Oops. This is the page before that I meant to pull up. This page, because I'm actually in the middle of this one. For anybody who doesn't know, I have a comic that I started on Tumblr, and this is part of the comic. It's a Bug Fables fanfic, or fan comic, so yay! I also need to redraw the second panel because it didn't turn out like I hoped it would. Or at least I can just fix up part of this. You get the G-pen. It needs to be pretty. Oh my god, I forgot how ungodly gigantic this canvas is. So, I don't know if anybody here uses Clip Studio, but one of the nice features about it is that there's an automatic canvas size for publishing comics. And yeah, it is very big. Does it even say? Oh, it doesn't say it in pixels, but it says it in millimeters. It is 297 by 420 millimeters, and it's at 600 dpi. So, very, very big. I think it's like 7,000 width. Maybe. I guess I could just do this really quickly. Oh no, that's gonna mess up my stuff. It's gonna mess up my jams. I'll have to do that later. Get you guys that size. Oops. The lines. Here we go. We're going to. I'm tempted just to redo that whole entire panel. I don't like that panel. The gremlin comes out every once in a while. Just, Here's my sketch of this panel. Oh, that's the last panel sketch. Oh, I think I deleted the sketch. Oh, dang it. Oh. Not gonna lie, I'm honestly surprised that my hand has lasted this long. It's usually at this point that my hand's just like cramping really badly, need release, and I just go no and force it to draw more. You know, also, I thought it would make it easier to draw hands if the characters didn't have as many fingers, but as it turns out, no, the hands are still just as difficult to draw, even with less fingers. One of those moments when you just realize it and you're like, oh god, I gotta draw hands. this even from? Oh, okay. This is a Wind Waker song. I was like, I don't remember this song. I think, isn't this the song where Link gets the pieces of the Triforce? Like, the Triforce of Courage, and then he's like, yeah, I did it. Look at me. Oh my gosh, that actually reminded me. I was talking with my coworkers because, so we actually give all of our instruments names, or at least most of them. And the instruments that plated our specimens used to be called Jekyll and Hyde, but they just changed it. And they changed it to Mario and Luigi. And then the centrifuge is Yoshi. Oh, and then I was like, as I was there brainstorming, I'm like, what if we named our 3 incubators Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf? Like, wouldn't that be the best? You can't deny that would be so cool. So is this a sealed vessel? Yes, it's a sealed vessel. AKA the Hollow Knight fight from Hollow Knight. You want to talk about a sad boss fight? This one will absolutely destroy you. Ugh, the feels. Okay, we gotta go here. I'm gonna erase this. This. I hate hands, if I mentioned that yet. I don't feel like I've emphasized that enough. Alright. Keep going back and forth on how I want to draw or I guess even include the feet of these characters, because like they just have little nubbies in game. It's like, how do I convey that and still keep to the art style? All right, let's add some. Oops, that's not it. Manga material, and I need effect lines. Some speed set. All right, we're gonna insert that. And then we're gonna resize that. Oops, not UV. Oops, sometimes it does that. It's not what I was trying to grab. There we go. There we go. So we're going to use a cool idea for a starter because of all the evolution options. I know, right? And there's still rumors going around about more Eevee evolutions. I thought I heard someone somewhere saying like, oh my gosh, there's going to be a like steel type for Eevee or something like that. Like a steel and a dragon. We're gonna rasterize the layer. And then we're gonna duplicate it. So we're gonna hide the first one. Because you're going to Where are my guidelines? Oh, because I have to do the object, don't I? There we go. And then we're going to free transform. one we will. Get our square, or a rectangle, I guess. We're going to cut out these lines. And then these lines. So I guess I could do this so you guys can see the zoomed out version. There needs to be. There's Let's Go Eevee, where the starter Eevee can't evolve, though you can catch other Eevee, but even then, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee only have Gen 1 mods in it, plus... Oh, okay. I've contemplated getting those games, but I never ended up getting them. Alright. Do this so that the lines are a little more sporadic. Also, more Bug Fable songs. Alrighty. What's that? There we go. So it gets that soft, it's not super in your face. Basically, we're trying to give the illusion of him falling over. So that's what the speed lines are for. Oops, that's not one. Right. Personally, not a fan because they're basically a tech demo for what Game Freak could do with Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about, is why I was kind of hesitant. Because it's like... It didn't really feel like there was a whole lot to the game from just what the trailers were showing off. So it was kind of hard for me to get into the game. Or, like, want to play it. And again, could just be the trailer. Maybe it's the greatest game ever, but yeah. Well, excuse me if Belt's just trying to interrupt me. But they always tell you, like, oh, don't judge a book by its cover, but the problem is, we only have so much time, so we can't be spending it, on every single thing, so we really do have to judge it by its cover. Okay. We're going to add some colors. Boom, 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 boom. It's like iTunes knows that we're doing Bug Fables stuff. Oh, it's because there's that teeny little gap. Even after 6 years, Melton can only evolve in Pokemon Go with trying to a few other mons for highest candy evolution requirement at 400. Goodness gracious. That's a lot. I have not played Pokemon Go since it came out. That was back in college. Yeah, when they only had the Gen 1 Pokemon. Because at that point, I was, doing a lot of walking going between my classes, so it was easy to get that. And the university had a bunch of places where you could get items. Like the Pokestops, I think is what it was called. But man, I remember going to a convention, like, shortly after that came out, and everybody was playing it. Like, there were so many people just sitting around playing that, and it's like, bro, you're at a convention. Like, be a part of the convention. Pokemon Go can wait. But yeah, once I finished with college, I've mentioned it before that I'm kind of in a really small place. So there's not a whole lot of stuff to get. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee have the same catching style as Go, where you just yeet balls at the things until either you run out of balls, the thing flees, or you catch the thing when whichever comes first. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I like the fighting aspect more because it's like, that makes it more of a challenge. Yeah, strategize. But yeah, I really like the way that Legends Arceus did it. I thought that was a really good, clever way of, like, meeting in the middle, basically. So I need to put his black wings there. Let's do that really quickly while I'm thinking of it. Oops, not in that layer. So we can do that. And now we can add some shading to that. We have this here. Man, I'm so hungry. Why am I so hungry all of a sudden? Multiply. So basically the Safari Zone, but all wild encounters are like that instead of it being restricted to a single area. Ah, yes. I almost forgot that the Safari Zone existed. Man, it's been a while since I've done that. It's also been a hot minute since I played that. I did actually try to pull out my my Soul Silver copy, but then I found out that my DS is broken, so I have to go get that repaired. The D-pad doesn't work. It's like the left button doesn't work, or like you have to press really hard in order to get to move left. And it's like, for a game that's all about exploring, yeah, that could be a problem. A little thicker on the shading, just because this is an intense moment. It's supposed to be a moment where Leaf is sensing some very intense magic out of nowhere. That's why he's falling over. Oh, I gotta get that Dragon Roost in there. I love that this basically became the theme for the Rito. Yeah, because the Rito Village song is just this, but slowed down. Color burn. Turn that down. Sorry, my fan just made a weird buzzing noise. I was like, what is that? Last game to have Safari Zone has the best rendition of the facility, making one of the best things that make Heart Gold and Soul Silver great. Ah, yes. I miss playing Soul Silver so much. Unfortunately, my original save file is deleted. I did that because my nephew had come and he didn't have a DS, so I was like, well, you know what? Well, I said, why did I say nephew? He's my cousin. Um, But yeah, I let him play it basically because he didn't have a DS and he wasn't gonna play it, and it's like, I haven't touched this game in years. Like, what am I gonna do with the save file? And if I do end up playing it, I will probably just start over again from the beginning. Because, like, that's where the enjoyment would come from, at least for me. So. Alrighty, let us grab some colors here. Beep. We gotta do the background now. Oops. Please stay in the... So I just realized... There we go. I hate that the folders default to normal and not through. It's just a nitpick that I have. Do this. I can just easily crop out what isn't supposed to be there. Do we still have... We're gonna invert, and then go back down here and cut out all that excess. And then we will lock the layer. Let's see if I have the reference here still. Do I? Does not look like it, unless it's in my screen caps. Hang on. Nope. Not there. I guess I'm just gonna wing it. God, what does this place look like? Hang on. Oh man, I don't even have any of my other comic pages to use as reference. Oh dear. My childhood copy of Soul Server has been lost to the sands of time. I still have my childhood copy of Heart Gold along with the second copy of Heart Gold that I got at a secondhand game shop. Nice. I don't know that I ever had Heart Gold. Say I didn't have it, but I'm trying to think if my brother had it, and I don't know that he did. I think it might have been at that time where he was kind of growing out of Pokemon. You know, I'm just gonna do that later when I actually have a good reference for that. Let's instead move over to panel 3 and just start adding some shading and highlights to our gang. Almost said the boys, but I guess V's not a boy, so that wouldn't be right. Sorry if that popped into the mic. Did not mean for that. I love the Animal Crossing music. It's so chill. Guess I can get that out of the way just so it's not distracting me. Did I tell you guys that I ended up getting a Happy Home Designer tee? I guess like a button-up Hawaiian type shirt. Like, you know, the work uniform. I got one of those while I was in Japan, and I absolutely love it. It's so comfy. I do love that Happy Home Designer makes it a bit easier to get furniture. It was always a toss-up whether or not the store was going to have it, which, in a way, what happened to the expanding store in Animal Crossing? Does anybody else wonder that? Like, in the old Pokemon, good lord. In the old Animal Crossing games, your store would get bigger and bigger, and I kept thinking that that was going to happen too. Where it's like, the more you purchase from them, like, eventually they'll get bigger size so that they sell more furniture and more options for, like, everything. But nope. And it's very sad. But yeah, I see all these really cool designs for towns. Oh god, I forgot these dudes. I'm skipping the song. Okay. Yeah, some of the Majora's Mask songs got really bit crushed for some reason. I don't know why that happened. Finale, yes. All Pokemon games have a large price tag nowadays. It's annoying, along with the fact that there are many fakes floating around and making it even harder to get them. Yeah, I actually noticed that. I went to a used game store by me, and all of the copies of the Pokemon games are actually behind a glass, like, cabinet. It's actually really interesting. I mean, I get it, but it's just like, wow, like, we've gotten to this point. It also makes me wonder, with the remake of Thousand Year Door, if the price of the original GameCube copy has gone up or down with that. Because I remember seeing it at a convention, and it was, like, ridiculously priced. It was like $100 for a copy of that game. Which honestly makes me sad, because it's like there was no way that you could get it ported, and it was such a good game, and it's like, ah, now nobody gets to experience it because they have to pay out the butt. Oh no. I forgot the colors are too similar to each other. We can't just do that. Because Pokemon fans don't give up their copies. Yeah. Oh, it went down? Interesting. I'm always like, does that... You know, because if people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to play the original version and compare it. Or if it's like, yeah, we've got the remake now, so we don't need to go and get the original. I'm sure people that were trying to sell their copies were sad about that. I actually remember that happened with, not a game, but with the Madoka Magica Rebellion movie. Because that stuff used to be, like, hundreds of dollars to get that movie. And it was wild. Like, I ended up having to get a quote-unquote bootleg, or I guess it's not quote-unquote, it is a bootleg version of it. But that was the only way I could watch it because, you know, none of the websites had it on their streaming services. Which I never understood, but yeah. So obviously it wasn't the best quality, but, you know, it was the best I could get. Alright, let's get for Kabu's shading. Let's put the V in there now. Oh, I guess I need to change the layer properties too, don't I? Most expensive Pokemon game is even game. It's the original storage bank. It's Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire? Like the original copies of those? I don't know if that's what you mean by that. Funnily enough, at one point I did end up getting a copy from a used game store of I think it was Pokemon Sapphire that I found, but the problem was the internal battery was dead. So I ended up returning it because I don't know how to fix that. I actually have my Crystal version still from the Game Boy Color, but again, internal battery is dead, which means the save file does not actually save. So minor detail. Righty. Have you guys ever looked up, like, what your collectibles would sell for online just for funsies? I haven't looked up games, but I have looked up my figurines to see. Some of them are very expensive now. So yeah, I think the Nendroids that I have are some of the more expensive ones that I've got. Because, you know, they're the Nendroids that they don't make anymore. Like, I've got Link and the Guardian, which the Guardian I actually got on clearance at Target, so I'd only paid like $30 for it, which is cheap for an Android. But yeah, I think it's like really expensive now. It's a game of the GameCube that's just a storage for Pokemon. Oh, okay. I follow now. That's interesting. Well, I guess that's not the weirdest thing, because I've heard that, like, the Japanese GameCube version, there's like a, I don't know if it was an add-on, but it was a game for, I don't even remember what it was, but it was basically like a game where you had to collaborate with people, and Tetra was talking in it, and, like, it's got full voice acting in it, but it never released outside of Japan. I don't remember if it linked up with Wind Waker or if it was a different game. It's not like I'm just babbling, because I only remember bits and pieces of this. But it was interesting to see a Zelda game from that long ago that actually had full voice acting. It's like, now we've got Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and all that, so we're used to the voice acting now. But back in that day, it was weird to have Zelda games with any kind of voice acting in it. Tetris Trackers, thank you! I couldn't remember what it was called. Yes, that's the game. Yeah. Also, we were talking before about being able to play games on the computer, but I really want to play Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land just for the funsies. I don't know how good I'll be at it because I'm probably going to be a terrible haggler. I don't like to haggle people. But that's like the whole point of the game, is just, you know. Probably once this song finishes up, I will call stream, just so you guys know. Yeah, I think that should be... This is actually kind of a good spot to end it. So, yay, progress. Again, I didn't really do the backgrounds because I forgot to grab references before the stream started. But, yeah, thank you everybody who joined us. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, thank you Osabu and Sammy for the art for Deems. I appreciate it, and I'm glad you guys support the channel as well as all the rest of you. Next stream is going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be continuing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And again, I'm hoping that we can get more story stuff done this time around. We barely got anything. The only story we did was DLC stuff, so sorry about that. But yeah, I will grit my teeth and get through that very abysmal level that I've been avoiding. But yeah, also thanks again for all the support and comfort and just all of that when I was just having that really rough day yesterday. I really appreciate it. It means so much to me. But yeah, I don't know that I have any other announcements at this time, so thank you all for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. I hope to see you tomorrow. If not, whatever next stream is that you pop in, good night. Words? What are words? My brain. All right, I'll see you guys later. Mata